Hey guys, welcome back. Dreamreaver23 here with another Banished tutorial for the tutorial series. Amazing game. If you haven't picked this up on Steam yet, I really suggest that you do. If you haven't checked out any of the other tutorial videos in this series, make sure you check those out. If not, you're not going to understand anything where we're at this point in time. And yeah. But moving forward, the thing that we're going to try to get taken care of today is, one, our blacksmith is almost finished getting completed. We do want to have more food available with our crops, so we're going to actually start these up right off the bat. We're going to put these to work. We're going to add 2 more farmers to it from our laborer pool, so that whenever the next crop season starts up, we'll be able to get those guys working and getting taken care of. But right now, I just want this to finish. We are on 10 times speed. Come on, guys. Get to work. Now, this game is very in-depth. There is a lot to this game, and you want to make sure that you use all of your time efficiently. In between moves, hit spacebar. It pauses the game. Nothing's happening right then. You can kind of get an idea for laying out. And if I go too fast, make sure you pause the video. You can rewind back, go back to different parts of the video. Make sure you guys get this down, because this is, what the game is about, and you want to make sure that you're doing it efficiently. If you do have any questions about anything that I might not cover, or if you have questions about, like, well, why did you do it this way? Leave it down in the comments below, guys. I love answering questions for you guys and helping you guys out. And if it's something that I don't know, I'll figure it out, and I'll put the comment down in there. So make sure you guys do that. We are almost finished, 85%. Come on, go faster. Now, as you can see from last time, guys, the farm up here, like the plantation, like all the crops of trees up there, the Forester's Lodge is doing well. This house down here is being worked on as well. They are basically to the phase where they need to start actually doing the building. The reason why this is taking a little bit longer, you see above their head they have these little pickaxes. That means that their tools are crap. They broke. Citizens without tools. There's karate chopping all this stuff. They're doing it barehanded. Alright, it is late winter coming into early spring, so we will start to see the farmers working right here. They'll be taking and getting to work as soon as this guy's finished. 99% complete. Come on, somebody come over here and finish this damn thing. Bam, it's done. Okay, we need to pause the game. We're going to assign our last laborer available, and he is going to start making more tools. Now, we will need to provide him with just the regular tools. You need to provide him with logs and iron. We do have a good supply of iron, and they are working on getting the logs out there. You can see them over here going to town, and he'll start making new tools. And that's definitely what we want. Now, I love the music in this game, but this song right here, whenever this plays, it's just like creepy music. I'm like, what is going on? Is there a bear about to maul me? Out from the sides. Sounds ridiculous. It's a little scary. But nothing ever happens. Alright, so he is working now, and you'll start to see over here the amount of stored tools will go up whenever he does get to work. First thing he's probably going to work is probably on a blacksmithing tool, because, I mean, honestly, the guy needs a new blacksmithing tool. Now that they finished with the blacksmith over here, they're going to start working on this house. You can see down here also a child named Mara was born. So we have 20 adults and 8 children. That is done. So we're going to have a builder and a woodcutter working over there. And eventually it'll actually be this person right here that works as the gatherer. They will be going to town and starting to live there. You can see that we do have some roots. That is coming from the gatherer, and they get eaten up pretty quick. Mushrooms, roots, berries. That's what the gatherer goes and finds. We can actually do a few things. One, we need to build a road, just to make it to where they're more efficient in their speed for bringing back the berries and whatnot. And they'll probably get rid of some of these rocks too. Alright, So we are moving along rather efficiently with that bit right here. Now the big thing in this game as well is after you kind of got a spot to where it's established is patience. You want to make sure that they're growing at a good rate. If you start growing and expanding too fast, you're going to start to lose control and you'll run out of food, or everybody will get sick, or one potato crop will wipe you out or something like that. It's ridiculous what all the stuff that can happen. They'll run out of firewood and people will freeze to death during the winter. Different things can happen. Trust me. Different things can happen. And they're terrible when they do. So we can see up here still that these guys are doing good. We're going to check their routes by hitting... You can hit F2 or just go to the tools and reports right here. And then if you hit 7 or you go to this path part, you can see that they live and work really close to each other. Which is good. That's how you want it. You want it to be as efficient as possible. These guys do have a little bit of a route that they have to take to get to their job, and that's taking off efficiency and time. This guy right here lives and works right beside each other. That's beautiful. That's what we want. We are not going to add any more houses yet. We do want them to eventually get more houses, but right now we're not going to add any more. What we do need to work on at this point in time is we need to get... A well is nice. Putting out fires, that's about all it's used for. But right now we want to go ahead and add a fishing dock so that we can have another food resource coming in. We got the crop fields. We don't have an orchard set up and we don't have a pasture because we don't have any animals for the pasture. We probably do have seeds for the orchard. The fishing dock, the hunting cabin we do have, and the gatherer's hut we do have. So we're going to go ahead and add this fishing dock. Now the fishing dock, you can see the little arrows on the front right here. That's saying the side that needs to be towards land or the road. We do have a nice little flat area right here. We will keep that for the trading post. For right now we're going to add this fishing dock. We're going to add it right here. And they'll start bringing the resources out there for it. It is wintertime. You can see that they did get all the crops. And we can check our storage barn. And we have 2,032 potatoes. So they're getting more efficient with their potatoes. Look at that. We have this one right here, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So we have 6 potatoes and 2 bean crops in our fields. And they have a surplus of 2,000 potatoes right now. And they have 449 beans, but potatoes are their staple of their diet. That's good that they have a surplus of it. That means that you are making enough food so nobody's going to starve, which is great. That's what you want, is nobody to starve. They are working on that. We have one more kid that became an adult and was working as a laborer. Right now they can stay working as a laborer, or we could actually... What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's put them... We'll keep them as a laborer right now because they'll be carrying the logs and everything like that around. And what is going on my tweet deck? We got a lot of followers just now. That's cool. Oh, Ben Landis is going through like a freaking following craziness. If you guys don't know who Ben Landis is, Ben Landis does some amazing chiptunes. There you go, chiptunes songs, and he does a lot of stuff for games as well. All right, we are coming into late winter. They should be finishing this up soon. 27 of 30 logs, and then we'll start building. Come on, one more log. Somebody go over here and take a dump. All right. Ivanahi has become an adult, so we have 3 laborers right now, and they will start working on this. We could possibly add another builder right here, which wouldn't kill us. But instead what we're going to do is we're going to actually have these 3 guys, these 3 people, become fishermen. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. We have 3 fishermen working. That is another staple diet, staple food for the diet. And you can still see we do have a good excess of potatoes still. We could actually probably switch one of these farms over to beans and, be good to go. but we're not going to worry about that too much. So they are good. We do need to add a few things. And some of them might sound weird. Like, why are you going to do that if you don't need to? One thing that we're going to add is another hunting cabin. And the reason is because we want to make sure that, one, we're getting all the animals that we can get. But two, you don't only get venison, meat for that. You get leather. And we're going to start establishing the tailor in the town. And for them to make clothes, you need the leather. You also need wool, but you can only get that from trading, and it's really seems random to try to get and hard to get the stuff for trading. So we're gonna add this right here. Boom. And then we will actually add another house right here. So that way our the hunting cabin right here, the person will actually live close next to it. You can see we have 3 more kids that became laborers, and so that's another good sign. We want to make sure that we have a constant flow of kids becoming adults, because the adults, they get older. They don't just like say, okay, well, I'm an adult now, and they stay adults. They gain age as well. And whenever they get old enough, they'll pass away. Whenever they pass away, you lose some of your workforce, some of your citizens. You want to make sure that you have kids to replace those adults that are passing away eventually. You don't want it to be a huge population boom right off the bat. You want it to be gradual and controlled. Whenever you place a new house down, laborers, people that are, kids that just become adults, they will move into that house and they'll have a kid. It's like a circle. It's a circle of life. Simba and shit. Yeah. Alright. And by adding that, you see all the deer that are right here. They're like, nobody's hunting us. Hey, what are they building over there? I don't know. This is good grass. Yeah, it's awesome. They're gonna, have another thing coming here in a few minutes. Yep. How is our fishing doing? One thing that you can do is you can actually click this button right here. This shows or hides the production statistics at this particular location. This is the only season we've had this up, sir. So far this year they've been able to catch 171 fish, and then it'll also show previous seasons down here below. Alright, so they have the hunting cabin finished. We're going to wait until they get this house right here finished as well. I guess we can go ahead and add so that we have 4 hunters altogether. Let's check out our food stocks, which you can actually see your food stocks right here, but I like to see what is the change. We will change this over for next season over to beans, because right now we have a ton of potatoes. So now we'll have 4 beans and 4 potatoes. That'll give us a little bit more diversity in their diet, which actually makes them happier. Alright, are they good on everything? They're good. Okay, they're just building right now. Now we could, if we wanted to, go ahead and add a stockpile up here, and that would just allow them a quicker resort, place to put stuff. We can also start adding in some more stone buildings down here if we wanted to, just so they're not traveling as far. Because if we actually go over to our paths tool and see where does this person, okay, they live right there. This one lives down there. This one's traveling from all the way over there, and this one's traveling from all the way over there. This guy's traveling from all the way over there because this guy took his spot. And that guy's traveling down there. So, I mean, we could add some more houses down on this side. But I think for right now, we are pretty good. We do want them to allow them to build up their resources for wood over in this area. As you can see, this guy, if we check the path, he is a fisherman. And one of them is a fisherman, and one of them works over here. Another one, this guy lives over there. Gotcha, gotcha. These guys are fishermen. So, what we should actually do is build a few houses over here so that these fishermen stop taking the houses of these guys. Efficiency in numbers. Before we do that, we do have 2 laborers that are chilling over here. Let's go ahead and build a schoolhouse. The schoolhouse is going to be a benefit because what it's going to do is allow us to educate our citizens. That makes them smarter, which actually makes them more productive, more efficient in their work that they do. And we should have all the supplies needed for that here pretty quick. Mara has become an adult and is working as a laborer. 2 of 50. We need to use some more resources. How are you guys? 2 of 4, 2 of 4. We can add 2 more right there. So it is late spring. They have the crops almost a full yield, 100% yield. They never get up to 100%. They always get to like 99%. So they're already working on pulling those beans. And we could, since we have some free laborers right now, we'll actually go and start pulling a lot of these resources because we want to make sure we have, just like we did earlier up there, if we take out a lot of this stone and iron right here, trees will start to grow, and all of the stuff that's like the berries and the mushrooms and the roots, they grow in wooded areas, not in rocky areas. Storage for produced goods is near capacity. This thing is almost full of food and tools and fish. Okay, that's food, but still. You know what I mean. Alright, now that we have both of those, actually, I forgot about one area right here, which is, while they're still working on this school. Alright, they got the supplies loaded up for over there. We do need to add a tailor. We'll add that right up here. I know it's near capacity. I will have to add another barn right here. Because if not, they'll just keep hassling me. You'll keep hearing that dun dun. So they are working. And it's going to keep saying near capacity because they keep putting more food in there, and that's one thing that you don't want to have, is you don't want to have just food sitting outside. I don't know if it can go to waste. I haven't seen if it can go to waste, but, or like if it can rot. But I mean, it would make sense. If everything else in this game is dealing with age and that kind of like realistic stuff and resources being reusable and everything like that, you want to make sure that you can at least take care of that bit. Alright, we're going to hire a teacher right here. They will start educating the students, and you'll see it pop up right here. Number of adults. The second one right there is students, and then children. So the children, basically, right before they go to become adults, they'll go and be students, and they'll learn to be more efficient at their jobs. Less laziness, more productivity, always good. Our fishermen are doing well. Good season for them. And you can see they are working on the tailor up here. We can assign a tailor up there. Now the tailor, for right now, since we don't have any wool, the tailor will actually use the leather that's in here, which there's 78 leather in here. They will use that to make basically jackets, clothes. If you stop one of these citizens right here and you look at their clothing, it says ragged because they haven't had any clothing. It's been hand-me-downs for the past 8 years because this early winter year 8. So it's been 8 years that they've been wearing the same clothes. We need to get a tailor in here really bad. And once they finish this one up, they'll start moving everything, which they actually have everything over here except for the logs. And then they'll start building that. Let's get our tailor up here. And they're making hide coats with leather. And you'll see them to start make some clothing up there. And then, did we get to see that one on this one? Amount of stored clothes. Right now is at 0. You'll see that start to go up as well. Which is good. We want that. We want them to be clothed. We don't need naked people. Because naked people get sick in the rain and the cold. I'm just saying. That's what happens. Alright, our Forester's Lodge is doing good over here. These guys, what is it saying? The materials required to perform the job are not available. We still have a good amount of firewood. So we're still good right there. And once this is finished, they will be able to... It's 99% full over here. Okay, this is 100% full. Once this is finished, you'll start to see them filling this one up over here as well. It's not bad that it's full. It's not a bad thing. The only thing that's annoying about it is you just keep hearing the ding ding, ding ding. Alright. And you can see right there, off the bat, boom, they're just loading it up with food and everything. Let's build, while they're building the other stuff over there, we're going to build a road that's going to connect from right here and just go to the road that's already built right there. We can actually build and change these over to stone road, but that's a resource right now that we want to make sure that we still have. We want to make sure that we still have a good amount of stone. Right now the dirt, it doesn't take anything. It's just, they pound it into dirt. Just go faster. And typically they will try to take that route, and if they have absolute need to go someplace fast, they will take that route over anything else. Alright, so our tailor is working. There's only one person that can be a tailor at a time, so it's good to go on there. You can see that so far they've made 5 coats this season. The school, there are no students yet. They will start to come of age and go in there as students. Let's see, our guys over here are good. And while we have this, we are going to build some houses right here. We will build these out of stone. We're going to make these wooden houses. Alright, so 4 houses. These will actually provide a good amount of work over here. Chanel has become a student, and Hermandia has become a student. So now there are 2 students. And that basically, it gives you a good idea of where they are in their adulthood from child to adult. So probably at the end of this season, going into next year, we should have 2 more people as laborers, but they will be educated laborers as opposed to this person right here who's not educated. But their clothing's alright. And by having their clothing go up, their health has gone up, which is nice as well. That's a good thing. Lots of good things happening. So much rain. Alright, Ernesti the blacksmith has died of old age. Kenise has replaced Ernesti as a blacksmith. So if you have laborers sitting over here, they will replace people that pass away. He died of old age, which is good. You know, he didn't get trampled by a cow or anything like that, so it's good that he died of old age that way. We do need to set up a graveyard eventually, but that will have to wait until Next episode, this one is getting pretty long. I'm trying to keep these all about 25 minutes. Make sure you guys join me next time, and until then, I am DreamRaver23 reminding you to game happy, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys!